age of heroes will never come again.
It has to. You're the answer, son. You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. And I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason.
Meow.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left?
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Can I be like you someday?
You can be anything you want to be.
Demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Zack Snyder at DC Fandome event this weekend to restore the Snyderverse, to announce a tease trailer for Justice League 2, the Darkseid War, but they've not filmed it yet. Well, they could technically do it with old footage and just put a promo together, kind of like the ending of the Snyder Cut when Darkseid is like, ready the Armada, we're gonna do this the old way. But guys, don't get your hopes up, hold your expectations very low, and you never know, Toby and Andrew Garfield might appear in Spider-Man 3, so yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. Check us out on Instagram. If you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, just go over to instagram.com/Warstu. And also, if you could, follow me on the Twitter sphere. Yeah, the Twitter sphere. I just called it that. WarstuG, twitter.com/WarstuG. I'm trying to get some followers over there. I've started posting a bit more. Be much appreciated. And also, apparently, it's no bra day according to trending in UK. Cool. And also check us out on twitch.tv/Warstu. I will be starting to stream on there very, very soon. So what is up, my DC fam? By the title, you're going to be like, yo, what the frick is going on, guys? Well, I've been sent some rumors recently, and I hate to tell you this, guys, but you put it in the title. Of course I put it in the title because you guys keep asking me to go over it. Is Zack Snyder gonna be at DC Fandome event? No, he's not gonna be there. Sorry, guys. He really isn't gonna be there. But is the Snyderverse gonna be restored? I fully believe the Snyderverse is gonna be restored. As we know, if you're not just a kind of restore the Snyderverse fan, if you actually follow Zack Snyder's work, he's currently in pre-production for Rebel Moon, and he's currently filming Army of the Dead Las Vegas, according to his social media. So guys, I do not expect Zack Snyder to be there. As we know, there's a crazy merger that's currently going through. Each country has to agree to it, but it will go through really smoothly. It's not gonna be like the Fox acquisition from Disney. But a bunch of you guys asked me to cover this Zack Snyder at DC Fandome event. He's not going to be there, guys, but we can see it. We can see impact that Discovery is already having. We had Warner Bros, Warner Media Entertainment come out and go, Zack Snyder's Justice League is a phenomenon. They also said that Batman vs. Superman is freaking iconic. So many nice words about Zack Snyder's universe recently. And we know They've got a marketing plan ready to go already. They just need to give it the green light, which essentially is the merger happening, although it's pretty much a takeover. And also in the most recent DC video, they've accepted DC Snyderverse. They've accepted it. We are a family. We are DC. We are Warstu. We are a family. So we know that something is going to be happening in the long run. So there's been a lot of indirect news this week about DC, about what is going to happen at DC Fandom event. We've had some woke people crying because they made a variant of Superman, like, have a sexual orientation. And I'm like, guys, it's an alien. Superman is essentially an alien, but he grew up on Earth. Well, kind of. But Superman is an alien. I see a bunch of woke people crying because on coming out day, Superman came out pretty much, and there was a bunch of woke YouTubers going crazy about it. I didn't make any content on that because why would we? Why would we? Doesn't really make any difference. So let's break down the DC news. So Mr. David Ayer, or Ayer, has been teasing a lot of stuff again. But like I keep saying, guys, that Ayer Cut is pretty much done. So he posted something recently saying the most powerful thing you can do right now is to be effing patient while things you've worked for are unfolding. And then also he posted something over the last week or so saying it's coming, it's coming. Guys, something is happening. And then this image appeared recently on WB Classic Films verified account. It says, raise your hands if you want more Adam Beach as Slipknot in Suicide Squad. Now, that wasn't what got people excited. What got people excited was the trademark on it where it says, at 2021, WBEI. And people are like, oh my god, it's copyrighted for 2021. That means the Ayer Cut is coming this year. Well, as we know, the Ayer Cut doesn't actually need much work doing to it. So in theory, it could be done. I've spoke to some people behind the scenes who say they've seen the Ayer Cut already, so it could happen. It might not happen. We put a video out about a week or two ago now saying it's gonna happen at DC Fandom event, and it very much could be. So a lot of the Walter Hamadaverse is dependent on if the Flash movie actually does well, because apparently the Flash movie is going to alter the DCEU forever. Well, it's a multiverse based story, so like anyone could figure that out without even watching the movie. Oh, the Flash movie, oh, it's a multiverse movie, oh, it's going to alter the DCU forever. Kind of like Spider-Man No Way Home is a multiverse movie and will also alter the MCU forever. And also Doctor Strange 2 Into the Multiverse of Madness is going to alter the MCU forever. So anything that involves a multiverse can change anything forever. But realistically, the main timeline doesn't really need to change in the long run because you could have lots of different timelines running at the same time. This is why if the Snyderverse does continue, it will run on the HBO Max universe. This does make a lot of sense. As we've said in other videos, there appears to be a Joe Manganiello Deathstroke series that's allegedly in talks behind the scenes on HBO Max, and the Batgirl TV show on HBO Max has ties to Jim Gordon from the Affleck series, allegedly. So it all ties somewhat to the DCEU Zack Snyderverse, but everyone's like, no, it's done, it's buried. And the same people that said it's done and buried are the same people that keep coming out with tidbits because they are freaking super duper Twitter goopers to a certain degree. So there's been lots of information about Wonder Woman 3 and all this other crazy stuff, but let's hold on, guys. I think we're a long way off Wonder Woman 3. Paddy's got to work on the Star Wars stuff. Gal Gadot, or no, it depends where you're from, really. But if you say it the English way, that's the real way. If you say it the American way, that's the wrong way. So there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes at DC, but it all actually depends on how well this Flash movie does, and also the merger with Discovery. Because at the end of the day, as soon as David comes in with his team, they overrule anyone at WB, Warner Media, the whole shebang, and whatever he says goes. And he's like, yeah, we're talking to creative, we're talking to talent. So literally, when they come in, they're already going to have everything lined up. We know that Barbara Muschietti and Andy Muschietti have already said there's going to be no trailer at DC Fandom event, but I don't know if I believe that, to be honest. I don't know if I believe that, because we had a Batman trailer for the Matt Reeves project, literally when they were like 6 weeks-ish, when they weren't even 25% into the movie. We had like a 3-minute trailer, so I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that. So obviously in the Flash movie, Ben Affleck has got a vital role. It's not just a cameo role. He will meet Michael Keaton for sure. They're not not going to have Michael Keaton Batman in it and not having me Ben Affleck Batman. That would literally make absolutely no sense. So I don't want to overhype the Snyderverse fan and the release the Snyder Cut 2 and restore the Snyderverse fans. But guys, there is a lot coming. You've got to keep looking from behind the scenes at what they're doing, even this Ayer Cut. Now, if the Ayer Cut does get released and announced at DC Fandome event, they'll be like, hang on a minute, Ann Sernoff knows absolutely nothing because Ann Sernoff said literally before the Zack Snyder Justice League even came out. Because you remember that article, that fluff piece that she actually got in trouble for writing. Well, not writing, taking the interview and literally saying these things. She got in trouble for that. That came out and was done before the numbers had even came out. And we know that still the Zack Snyder Justice League movie still in the top 10, absolutely smashing, crushing the Blu-ray sales. And Discovery care about money. Warner Brothers don't care about money because if they did, they would have released the Suicide Squad movie around about now. They released a Suicide Squad movie too early. It was a very good movie, but they released it too early. And then we had these anti-Warner Brothers people saying it was such a bad movie. No, it wasn't. It just came out at the wrong time. And to be honest, there isn't really that much at the box office that's doing well at the moment. No Time to Die proved that it doesn't need the American audience because it's absolutely crushed it. It absolutely crushed it at the box office in UK. It's ridiculous that No Time to Die nearly made more money in the UK in the opening weekend than it did in the whole of the United States of America. America has like a populace of over 300 million. The UK is barely pushing 70 million, and it made over half what it did in America in the UK. And the UK is a tiny island. It is ridiculous, guys. So like always, let me know, what do you think about this conspiracy theory? Sorry about the title, but you guys asked me to do stuff, so I'm probably going to title this Zack Snyder at DC Fandom event ? Justice League 2 Darkseid War and more Ayer Cut teasers, and we have gone over a lot of stuff. Also in the news is James Gunn apparently is working on another project with DC. It's not known what it is. Could it be the Suicide Squad 3? We know it's nothing to do with Peacemaker because that's already public knowledge. It could literally be anything. Are we ever going to get this Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy movie that's been in the works for like 1,000 years? And apparently this Supergirl Sashi Cully HBO Max series rumor is fake news. Apparently, it's not real at all. Now, this is why you've always got to be skeptical about what you cover because apparently that was absolute fake news. Also, apparently there's some issues at Warner Bros. Because the Batman Matt Reeves movie, apparently Matt Reeves and Batman want it to be as long as possible, want it to push the 3-hour mark, where the studio apparently wants it to be closer to 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But if you're going to chop that lot off, then that's like what you did to Zack Snyder, literally, with a theatrical cut was 2 hours. And the real movie, which was like 4 hours. So please, Warner Bros., don't get involved with anything, which they probably will. They're probably going to chop a good bunch of it off. And then we'll get a director's cut, which will be the actual real cut, which would make much more sense and will be much, much better. And is Dave Bautista going to play Bane? Because now he's done with Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Is Dave Bautista going to be Bane? That rumor is going around for the longest time ever. And Will Smith also recently came out and said the only reason he wasn't in the Suicide Squad 2 was because he was already shooting something. Sometimes obviously actors are shooting something different. It's kind of like Barry Allen's dad, Henry Allen, had to be recast because he was already busy in a different project and he couldn't piece the project just to appear in the Flash movie, which is a bit sad really when you think about it. So like always, guys, this is a DC-based video talking about a bunch of stuff that came out recently. I'm trying not to do too much Snyderverse stuff, but there just appears to be a lot of Snyderverse stuff, and the title is subjective on the video to what we go over in the video, usually in the order. So yes, it will say something about Zack Snyder in title and something about Justice League 2, because from what I hear from behind the scenes, everything I've always heard, it's still true. It's just subject to when it happens. So like always, guys, please follow me on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face and beautiful voice. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.